KK Java tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about Iterator Design Pattern in Java. First of all, let's go through all the concept related to this design pattern, and afterwards we'll move for further implementation from scratch. Yeah. So let's try to understand Iterator Design Pattern. First of all, you need to keep in mind Iterator Design Pattern is one of the behavioral design pattern here. Iterator pattern is used to provide a standard way to traverse through a collection of objects. Iterator pattern is widely used in Java collection. Yeah. So basically, when you want to iterate each and every object from a collection of objects, then iterators comes into the picture. If you look at the collection framework, then every collection implementation class have its own implementation of iterator. Yeah. Iterator interface provide methods for traversing through collection, right? Now, this pattern provides a way to access the element of an aggregate object without exposing its underlying representation. So if you have a collection of a string or collection of any custom data type, then easily you can iterate using iterator pattern. Iterator pattern is not only about traversing through a collection. We can provide different kind of iterators based on our requirements, right? So every collection class implementation basically have its own implementation of iterator, right? Iterator design pattern hides the actual implementation of traversal through the collection, and client programs just use the iterator interface. So actual implementation basically is hidden from the client. Only client know how to use the iterator. Yeah. Now iterator pattern is useful when we want to provide a standard way to iterate over a collection and hide the implementation logic from the client, right? So this is all about the iterator design pattern. Now let's see how we can implement from scratch. So here I have already created a project. It's called Iterator Design Pattern, but I haven't created the classes and interfaces which is required to implement this interface, this pattern design pattern, sorry, not interface. So here just I have one class client program that I'm going to use later point of time. But before that, first of all, I'm going to create an interface, and that interface I'll put in let's say iterator package. So I'd say iterator, right? Iterator, and interface name I will call as iterator itself. Don't confuse with the iterator which is available in java.util package. This is our own custom iterator interface, right? So I have given the name iterator, right? And in this iterator interface I am going to declare a couple of methods. First I will declare has next, and second next, how you use in the basically real-time iterator which is available in java.util package. So let's say I'm going to declare public abstract and has next. So of course return type would be boolean, and I would say has next. Yeah. Now second method I'm going to, sorry, there is a spelling mistake. Second method I'm going to use as that is called next, right? Next. So this is two method I have declared in this iterator interface. Now next interface I'm going to declare as, let's say I'm going to give as collection. So in collection package, and don't confuse the java.util.collection. This is our own collection interface, right? And in this interface I'm going to declare only one abstract method, and a return type would be iterator itself. So return type I'll keep this would be the return type in this collection, and method name I'm going to give as get iterator. Yeah. So of course we need to import. So you need to import from this package which we have created, right? So now we have a two basically interfaces. Now I need to create implementation of this collection interface. So I'm going to create a class and another package. I'll give the name as .impl, and here collection.impl, and this guy is going to implement this collection interface, which belongs to the com.kkjavatutorials.collection. Don't select java.util collection. Yeah. Now once implement this collection interface, then this is forcing to our right iterator method, right? So here I'm going to return one object, new itr, right? This is the internal class which we are going to create right now, right? So I would say private. Of course you can create a private internal class, private class itr, and this guy is going to implement this guy is going to implement our iterator interface, which is having two methods, has next and next method, right? So these two methods will have to override, right? So now in this class I'm going to create let's say uh, one array. So I'd say input array, okay, and here I'm going to initialize this array with few name. I'm going to specify, let's say Mark, then Sean, then John, and let's say KK, then let's say PK. These are the name, basically string. So these are the name of the person I have initialized in this array. Now this implementation, of course, we need to complete for has next and next. So for has next, it's very pretty simple. So in this here I'm going to initialize index with 0, yeah, and inside this what I'll do, if let's say index less than equal to input array dot length, of course length, then this guy is going to return basically element, right? This guy is going to return true. So as long as this condition will be true, has next has to return always true, else this is going to return false. Now what about this? Here you will have to check if this dot has next is, if this dot has next basically returns true, then what you have to do, return, you have to return input array and index plus plus. What do you mean by this? So what just I'm telling, if this dot has next returns true, then return the element which is on the index, right, and increase the pointer by 1, right? So after returning the element, pointer should move by 1, right? So pretty straightforward. Now we have to create a client program, of course. So here I'm going to create an object of this guy, collection impl. So I would say collection impl, then collection impl equals to new collection impl. Yeah. Now this guy is having a method is called getIterator, right? So getIterator I'm going to call. So this is going to return us the iterator, guys. Don't confuse with the iterator which is in java.util package. This is our own iterator. See the package name, com.kkjavatutorials.iterator, right? Now here we can use, of course, while loop. Using a while loop would be a good one. So while loop, which uses iterator. So here we have our own iterator dot has next. Now iterator dot, I would say next method we have also. Next method I'm going to call. This is going to return next element in the iterator. Let's say this is called object, Now this is type of object, so I'm going to typecast into a string, and this is nothing but the name of the person. So here I would say string, then typecast into object typecast into a string, right? Cool. Now let's print name of every person. Okay, so I would say name. Yeah. Now if I run this application, then here you can see our iterator is able to get all the elements from the collection. Collection is nothing but we have a array of stuff, right? So here, so I hope you understood. So let me reiterate everything what I have done. First of all, I had created a iterator interface which is having two methods: has next, return type is boolean, and next return type is object, right? Now we have another interface is called collection, which is returning iterator, right? And having a method is called get iterator. Now we need to create implementation of this guy, so that's what collection impl. Here this has to override get iterator, and this guy is going to return an object of iterator. And iterator implementation we have as a inner class within this class itself. How you see in this kind of implementation in array list or linked list, if you look into the source code, then this iterator is a completely internal class in the all the collection, right? And now here you can see has next method we have implemented. As long as element is there in the collection, that has to return true, else this is going to return false. Again we have a next method. So next method we are this guy is going to return the element, current element, and incrementing the point or cursor by 1, right? So as long as this is going to return true, this is going to return the element, else this is going to return null. Okay, now let's come to the client programs. That's pretty simple. So here basically in collection, yeah, so here you can in client program I have created an object of collection impl, then I'm getting the iterator by calling this guy, right? Now once we get the iterator using while loop, just I am iterating the collection and getting every elements and printing on the console. So this is the perfect example of iterator design pattern. As far as source code concerned, I will upload this source code on my blog kkjavatutorials.com, and link I will provide in the video description. Guys, if you have any doubt or any confusion, please let me know. As I know, this design pattern is pretty straightforward, very simple. Still you have any confusion, then let me know. Guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.